So, let's dive into this rather unexpected twist from inZOI, a sandbox life simulation that got players talking when it turned out you could, well, run over children despite it having a teen rating.
That's wild. Wait, you mean like accidentally or on purpose?
Yeah, uh, apparently it happens either by accident or maybe on purpose if someone's mischievous, which has definitely stirred controversy. Krafton, the publisher, quickly addressed it by calling it an
Right, that definitely
unintended bug.
sounds like a serious oversight. But isn't it strange? I mean, a teen-rated game suddenly having mechanics where children can get run over, it seems like a huge, concerning mismatch with the expected content for a teen rating.
Exactly. It's like you'd expect a life sim to have quirky elements, you know, characters interacting and even dealing with mundane accidents like traffic mishaps. But this jumps way over the
Yeah,
line.
absolutely.
And Krafton emphasized that these depictions are highly inappropriate and totally not in line with inZOI's intended message and values. I mean, imagine you're playing, trying to create a life, and suddenly your actions lead to something as grim as that.
Honestly, that's a rough mismatch. So, they just patched it out, huh? How fast did they react to this discovery?
Yes, they rolled out a quick patch claiming it was an unintended bug, and it seems like this wasn't a case of trying to add, say, some edgy gameplay. It was a mistake.
Yep, that makes sense in terms of responsibility. And what about the rest of the game? I've heard it includes other intriguing simulation features like relationship building, romantic encounters, and even basic life functions like using toilets with pixelation effects.
Right, exactly. inZOI is this highly realistic simulation where you can customize your characters, manage relationships, and witness all sorts of daily relatable mishaps, from intense fire scenes to even, well, passing gas.
Haha, yeah, a sprinkle of humor in a sandbox life sim always adds character.
And um, it's interesting because the game was rated teen partly because it focuses on uh, everyday activities and even some light humorous content. Think The Sims 4. But this one unexpected bug completely threw the narrative
Right,
out there.
it kind of shifts the gameplay experience off its intended track. But here's what I'm curious about. Do you think this oversight might force Krafton to, seek a stricter rating next time?
You know, that's a really good point. I mean, uh, players have already been bubbling with concerns, and some even joked, almost like a digital urban legend on the forums. One Redditor even mentioned driving into an elementary school. And yeah, if left unchecked, it might well require a mature or PEGI 18 rating.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm. And it raises the broader question of quality control in early access games. inZOI launched with over 56,000 concurrent players on Steam and even topped the charts briefly. But a bug this big, it's almost like a unexpected Easter egg that nobody asked for.
Absolutely, an Easter egg that no one wants to find. It sort of shows that even a game thriving on creativity and player freedom can, inadvertently cross ethical lines. How do you think this will shape future updates or even content reviews?
Well, Krafton mentioned they're strengthening internal review processes to, prevent similar incidents. It's like they're promising a tighter ship, more rigorous checks, so that the creative freedom doesn't come at the expense of age appropriateness.
You hope so. It's crucial for maintaining trust. But I gotta challenge a point here. Could it be that the freeform nature of user-driven sandbox games simply opens up more unexpected behaviors? I mean, sometimes these experiments turn out delightfully bizarre, even if they're unintentional.
That's a valid critique, definitely. It's like you're walking this fine line between freedom and responsibility. Sure, anomalies can add to the emergent gameplay, but when it involves something as sensitive as children, no amount of creative license really justifies it.
Right, I see your point. Some boundaries really shouldn't be blurred. And comparing it to other popular games like Grand Theft Auto, which deliberately only allow pedestrian mayhem under a stricter rating, emphasizes that inZOI clearly deviated into a territory that even GTAs wouldn't touch with kids in mind.
Exactly. GTAs, while pushing for mature themes, have set their own non-playable boundaries regarding minors. It's like, um, they know some actions shouldn't be player
That really
controllable.
highlights the oversight.
And even though inZOI uses um, generative AI to create textures, objects, and even animations for characters, this bug kind of overshadows all that innovative tech. It's like you invest in brilliant AI technology, but a simple programming oversight defeats its positive impact.
Yeah, it's almost ironic. Speaking of generative content, isn't it interesting how the AI is used in this game to enhance creativity? Yet ironically, it also gives rise to unpredictable outcomes.
Absolutely. The AI-driven elements add depth to player interactions, like generating unique textures from text or 3D objects from images, which is super cool. But it's a double-edged sword. More complexity sometimes means more room for errors.
Balance is key.
Right, and while early access naturally comes with rough edges, it puts a spotlight on how responsible developers need to manage emergent, sometimes unintended gameplay. The delicate balance is a real challenge in sandbox environments.
Exactly. It's a tough call balancing innovation and ethical game design. So, looking ahead, do you think Krafton's move to patch and improve review processes will restore player confidence in inZOI?
I think so. If they're thorough and transparent about tweaking the systems and taking feedback seriously, players will likely appreciate the commitment. It's like learning from a misstep and evolving, right?
Definitely. I guess in the end, passionate communities and developers are key here. A little stumble doesn't have to spell disaster if it's met with accountability.
Exactly. This episode is a clear reminder that even in a creative sandbox, every aspect needs careful monitoring, especially for content that, well, crosses critical lines. It's all part of the growing pains in early access development.
Right, and innovation sometimes comes with unexpected challenges.
So, thanks for the engaging chat on this rather unusual topic. It shows how even a cutting-edge simulation game can run into real-world ethical dilemmas.
Yep, absolutely a conversation worth having. Here's to hoping future updates build on these lessons, ensuring creative ambition sails smoothly alongside responsible content design.